Check me out, I'm a plane. I'm a plane. I'm not a plane. I'm just a financial news reporter. But on my off time, I like to cosplay as a plane. Today, some planes got sold. That's right, just a couple of them. Tomorrow, Delta Airlines is going to have an Investors Day presentation, and you can expect an announcement from Delta Airlines on that Investors Day presentation about some planes, and not just about me cosplaying as a plane in my kitchen. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. Thank you again for joining us. Delta Airlines and Airbus have reached an agreement where Delta will be purchasing 100 of Airbus's A321neos. These are mid-sized planes, but these are brand new. These aren't used planes. These are going to be 100 brand new Airbus planes. And this kind of boxes out what Boeing was hoping to do with Delta, which was sell them 100 of their mid-size 737 MAX planes. Apparently, the problem with Bombardier and Boeing and Airbus, I'm not sure if it had a lot directly to do with this deal, but indirectly, it might very well have had something to do with it. See, so Delta's going to purchase these Airbus A321neos. The price is going to be roughly $12.7 billion. But again, manufacturers, when big airlines are purchasing big amounts of new planes, they do tend to cut them a little bit of a break. These planes are going to have Pratt and Whitney engines installed in them. Now let's remember, going back a few months ago, Bombardier had a deal with Delta Airlines to sell them some of their C-Series planes that they've been building. Now, these planes were being sold to Delta well below cost. And when the deal went through, Boeing went to the American government and said, this isn't fair play. And the American government agreed and tacked on about 300% in tariffs if Delta Airlines was to bring these planes across the border from Canada into the United States, because you need to play fair in business. Then Airbus swooped in and took a majority stake in Bombardier's C-Series program, not in Bombardier as a company, but in the C-Series program, and has decided to move the production of the C-Series planes, the majority of it, to a plant that Airbus runs in Alabama. See, now Americans in an American plant are building these C-Series planes, and Delta and Bombardier and Boeing, or Airbus rather, are all working together to try to circumvent some of the tariffs that Boeing and the United States federal government were trying to tack on to this deal. We're going to have to see how that plays out. Delta has said already that they do expect to still take delivery of these planes, and I would imagine that with them being built in the United States now, Boeing's not going to have as much recourse to fight if Airbus goes ahead and says, like, what do you want us to do? We did everything that you wanted. We checked all the boxes. We made sure that these were done in America by Americans. Why should people have to pay the tariffs now? And that's a good question, and that may have to be brought up in court. And did that end up causing a little bit of a rift between Delta and Boeing? Now, Delta has said that they plan on still buying Boeing planes in the future, but this might have caused a little bit of a rift in a deal so close to this previous squabble that got the government involved. So Delta has chosen to purchase 100 Airbus A321neos as opposed to 100 Boeing 737 MAXes, and that announcement is expected to come up tomorrow. Now, this isn't hurting Boeing at all. You've got to imagine that Boeing's still driving the Dow Jones to new highs. It seems like every day has been the winner this year in 2017. Earlier this week, they announced an $18 billion share buyback program. they've got a lot of money to throw around, and why not bring back a lot of these shares and put them back out in the market a couple of years from now if you want, when things are doing even better. And how much better could they be doing? Because when you look at Boeing, that's dominating the Dow Jones, they're up 87% in share price in 2017 already. They've been doing an outstanding job, but it seems like they've been ruffling a few feathers along the way. Pretty much the same for Boeing all the time. They don't put up with a whole lot of guff from anybody, and they're willing to dig in their heels and fight, and I like that, and that's why Boeing is such a strong company. So there you have it. Delta purchases 100 new planes from Airbus instead of Boeing. Expect the announcement tomorrow for roughly $12.7 billion. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, thumbs up for this video, all videos, thumbs up for you guys, and thumbs up for cosplaying as a plane, and comments. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you think about all this stuff. We want to know what you think about everything. Let us know how this affects your portfolio, and have yourself an outstanding rest of your Wednesday.